Hello YouTube, hello family. My name is Dorcas and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be cooking with you a fish stew, and without wasting your time, let's get started. I am going to use a hake fish, and first you start by cleaning your fish thoroughly and removing all the bones before cutting it. Then you cut it and place it into a bowl where you're gonna mix the whole thing. Then you're going to add your fish spice and your lemon juice into the bowl and start mixing the fish. After mixing, then you're going to fry the fish in a pan on a medium heat until it's fully cooked. Then place it aside. Then you add oil in the pan. You can use the same pan or a different pan. Then you add your red pepper, yellow pepper, white onion and a red onion and a habanero. Then you fry them. In this point, you're going to just fry them to be soft. You're not going to fully cook them because you're still going to place the fish back into the whole thing. So you're just going to fry them until they're soft but not fully cooked. Then you add your spices, which is your black pepper, garlic powder, turmeric, dried parsley, and a smoked paprika. Then you mix them well until well combined. Everything is combined. Then after frying, and at this point you're going to fry the spices, and at the same time you're still continuing frying the onions and the peppers together. Then you're going to take a spoon or a teaspoon of salted butter. Then you add it into your onions and the peppers. Then you fry with the butter to give it that smooth taste, that smooth texture when you're eating. Then you're going to place back the cooked fish. Remember, we cooked the fish and placed it aside. Then you're going to put it back into the onions and the peppers that you were frying with the spices. Then you start folding it together. Fold everything together. Make sure that everything is mixed well. At this point, my friends, you're just gonna mix the onions and the fish, and then you start adding your aromat. In my case, I used aromat, but you can use salt. I prefer using aromat instead of salt. And then you're going to add your flour that is combined with water, just a little bit, a teaspoon of flour and a little bit of water. Then you mix them, combine them, and then you add inside the fish stew. Then you start combining it. As you can see at this stage, our stew is starting to thicken. Then you're going to add 1/3 cup of water to your stew. Don't add too much water because it will start being too runny. We don't want our stew to be too runny. You can just add little water, little by little, until the way you prefer it. You prefer it to be, and then you close the lid and cook it for a few minutes to make sure that the fish is fully cooked. Then you're going to add your red pepper, a yellow pepper, a white onion and red onion with the green fresh parsley and the spring onions, the green ones. And also at this stage, you're not going to cook them. This is the last stage of our cooking. We're just going to fold these things in, the parsley and the onion and the peppers. We're just going to fold them in. Then you remove from the heat immediately. We're not going to cook them to give the stew that nice looking colorful look. And then you add your Miss Ball's chutney If you don't have a meatballs chutney, you can just use any kind of fruit chutney to give it that sweet taste. Then after here we are done. You can just remove the whole thing from the heat and start serving. In my case, I used the parboiled rice. You can use any kind of rice. I used the parboiled rice with some green lettuce. You can use any kind of greens. You can either cook them or just serve them raw as they are, or make a green salad. Then enjoy.